There has never been an individual who was a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. He tried to steal the last election using lies and violence to keep himself in power after the voters had rejected him. He is a coward. Liz is fearless. She never backs down from the fight. There is nothing more important she will ever do than lead the effort to make sure Donald Trump is never again near the Oval Office. And she will succeed.
Dick Cheney blasting Donald Trump in a campaign ad for his daughter ahead of her primary next week. Cheney is Trump's biggest target now, and he's coming off some key wins in this week's primaries. Political director Rick Klein back with his midterm monitor. And Rick, let's start with our new poll with Ipsos. Strong jobs numbers this week, but President Biden and the Democrats still facing voters who are quite sour on the economy.
Yeah, George, no meaningful approval rating increase for Joe Biden across the board on a range of issues. He is still stuck in some low numbers. And get this, 69% of Americans still think the economy is getting worse, despite the drop in gas prices, despite those positive economic numbers. And we're seeing that spill over into voter enthusiasm. Republicans more likely to say that they are ready and eager to go vote than Democrats. And those numbers have not changed, George, for months now. But one sign that something that might change going forward in the wake of that big vote in Kansas on Tuesday to preserve abortion rights, we asked people, are you more likely to support a candidate who wants to keep abortion legal or who supports policies that would limit abortion access? And that is a striking number, 49%. That's almost half of Americans who say that they would consider the issue and they are more likely to vote for a candidate who would keep abortion legal in their state. That suggests that, look, while the economy is a drag on Democrats, there are other issues that come into view. And if abortion is one of them, Democrats could see a big motivating effort around that.
Kansas aside, Donald Trump had a big night on Tuesday. How does his record look across the primaries?
This was another week with a MAGA sweep. We saw it in Arizona. We saw it in Michigan. He's got big tests coming up in Wisconsin, as well as with Liz Cheney's race in Wyoming. And Donald Trump's success really matters the most when it comes to the Senate map. This is what we're looking at. There are 10 seats that are likely to determine control of the Senate. Of those 10, 8 of them are open on the Republican side, where you have a competitive Republican primary. And when you look at those 8 states, you see that Donald Trump has won his candidate in almost every one of them. Blake Masters in Arizona, the latest to join a list that already included Nevada as well as North Carolina. We had J.D. Vance in Ohio, Dr. Mehmet Oz in Pennsylvania, Herschel Walker in Georgia. Most of those candidates, like Trump, deny the legitimacy of the last election. Many of those candidates have never run for office before. So the concern among some Republicans right now, George, is, well, Trump knows what a Republican primary voter wants. That's not the same as a general election.
And Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, they're behind right now, his candidates. That's
right. And that's exactly the concern, is that when you see that polling gap begin to open up, how do you overcome that when you've got Trump's people on the ballot?
Meantime, you also saw those who support the idea that that Joe Biden did not win the 2020 election, basically support Donald Trump's big lie, did well in some of these down ballot races as well, including those who are going to administer elections.
Yeah, 6 states and counting where the Republican nominee for a statewide office that oversees an election denies the legitimacy of the last election. That includes people like a Secretary of State candidate in Arizona and in Michigan, also candidates for governor in Texas and Pennsylvania. Those are 2 states where the governor appoints the next Secretary of State. And look, this is a big deal, because this could easily be the biggest takeaway from the midterm elections, George. You've got people who falsely claim that the last election was stolen, who could be in a position to oversee the next election.
Yeah, that is ominous. Okay, Rick Klein, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.